hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold.
Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, everybody out there in the entire universe, in case anybody off-world is listening. So, or anybody from the future, in case some archaeologist digs up YouTube like in 10,000 years. Good morning. I hope you are feeling better, Jenny. So, welcome to the MyTarot Morning Reflection Daily Inventory. Chance to take a breath. And all that wonderful stuff. Our chance to just kind of relax for a second and listen to the cards, like the sounds of the ocean, which is my personal trigger. Jenny, you'll appreciate this. So my hand actually hurts. I may be joining a Celtic choir. I may be joining this Celtic group, and I'm teaching myself how to play the bodhrán. And because I always figured it's a musical instrument, I can teach it. And my fingers are hurting. You know, as a musician, it's like I can learn stuff pretty easy. So last night, 4 hours, because if I'm going to learn something, I really decide to learn it. So that's pretty exciting. Anything dealing with music. So, what are we doing then? We're taking that breath, absorbing the universe. This is where the universe gets to hold up a mirror and ask us, what do we see? And we use the tarot as that reflection. So, I'm personally kind of checking in with where my feet are. Good morning, Angel. Oh, coffee to you too. 4 hours, yeah. So I found I did the YouTube, now I'm talking about learning the bodhrán. I found a YouTube channel to show me 3 or 4 or 5 different patterns. And then I found on Spotify, it looks like some kind of maybe record from 1970. And just this woman said, here's how it sounds. Now play it to this music. And that once I found that, I just started going to town. So anyway, listening to the cards, feet flat on the floor, rolling the ankles because gosh, that feels good. Butt doing the kitty dance. Checking in with the breath, so that means shoulders. Where's my shoulders at? And then the neck. Yeah, this is our chance to check in with the universe. See if there's any angers or resentments or anything that kind of just triggers us today. If we look at the cards and the cards remind us of something, or we get this advice from the cards, maybe instead of getting angry if somebody pulls out in front of us or says something to us, maybe it's we'll be you know what? We had that strength card, and maybe this is the time I just need to go find that inner strength before I strangle this person. So things like that. So So, where are we then? I'm going to make our 3 stacks. It's each one's what? A different thread going out to the universe. It's each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in a multiverse, it's each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path, and this stack is a totally different path from this one. And the question is, which path do we want to take? Which stack do we want to choose? And today, let's take the middle one, or what I like to think of as things that are right at the heart. Good morning, Jenna. So I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'll flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book so that we find out together. And now the exciting part, it really is, because I never know where it's going to go until I flip that first card. Didn't we just have, we get the Knight of Wands a lot. And probably because we think about the way the world is going right now. Kings, it's like where we get to just be in control and things are steady. Things stay the same, right? So we have our castle, we have our roots, and we just have our regular 9 to 5, or we have our regular daily routine. But it seems like when I read the news or things like that, like we're being kept a little bit more on our toes. So when we see the knights are the element of fire. Knights are our passion, our drive, our energy. When the 1500s, who is it, the first people we send into battle? It's going to be the knights, because sometimes they don't even think. They just go because this is what I need to do, and off they go. And being the king, the Knight of Wands, knights are the element of fire, wands are the element of fire. So that is a lot of movement, a lot of getting things done, a lot of activity, sometimes not taking the time we need to plan. Other times it's about finding that joy and that passion. Like last night, giving myself a blister, literally, from playing the Baron. So it all depends upon what this next card is going to be, which way we go with it. And lo and behold. So we have the Emperor. So this is the ultimate adulting card, right? I mean, the Emperor is the one that has to make sure the fields are plowed, needs to make sure that all the peasants and everybody in the kingdom is taken care of. The Emperor needs to make sure that the lights are on, that the water bill's paid, that the car's got its oil change. But the Emperor also deals a lot with the people around them. And this is our major. So minors, day-to-day, welcome to a Tuesday. But the Emperor, this is the stuff that is the bigger picture. So you have a king, and a king's just, this is what we need for today. But when you have an emperor rules the entire empire. So we think bigger picture. So let's see what the next card is. Another major. So with the Knight of Wands, there's a lot of passion, a lot of drive, and a lot of fire and energy. And that helps to form where we are today, such as the Emperor. It's all those things that we put in, and all those efforts. And then if we think about the Knight of Wands in the numerology, let's say the Knight of Wands is an 8, because we're trying to get to 10, right? And the Emperor is that 10. The Emperor is the things that we have achieved, things that, wasn't just a quick, I got here this week. This is where we get to examine our home. This is where we get to examine where we are right now. And sometimes we also need to think about where we're going. But sometimes we have our back to the future because, hey, we are enjoying our old selves. I mean, this king is definitely looking at his old self. Sometimes maybe, we're imagining what it was like when before we traded our wand in for a ruling staff, right? This scepter. So before we accepted the scepter, maybe we're looking at our mirror image of where we were, and maybe we don't want to change. So we put our back to it. So this is a unique thing because it's kind of somebody's birthday today. And when we have, for example, like a birthday, sometimes we look at where we were as a reflection instead of where we are going. It's easier to look back. So today it's about seeing, understanding, knowing that maybe there's things we need to say goodbye to. Some things. No, it's not Mina's birthday. Somebody else. A little bit deeper into AARP. In that AARP land. So, but there are some things it's like, okay, we need to get some things done. We have a transition to a major. So this is our chance to reflect on where we go from here. Doesn't mean we have to give up. I mean, why, thank you. It doesn't mean we're giving up things because this is a passion and a joy. But there are future things, there's future excitement, things that we need to be prepared for. So let's see what the advice card is. It is the 6 of Coins. So coins are home, health, finances, and all those things that keep us grounded. Sometimes those things that we even forget about because we look in the mirror and we see all the fire and energy and all that. Thank you very much, Angelina and Jenny. Jenna. So think about what grounds us. And when we see sixes are about harmony, improvement, things getting better. Sixes are what happens when we get over the fives. And fives are always a challenge. So this is a time of, today is a time of reflection. A reflection of challenges that we've gone through, challenges that have helped us to become the emperor in our homes and our cars and things like that. And the 6 of Coins is about not taking those things for granted that we have accumulated or that we have, no matter where we may be. And being willing to find a more humility spot as far as, there's people that we've helped and that we can help. And there's times that we need help. So as we transition today, let's reflect on where we came from, the joys and the passions, but also the deeper underlying feelings, those things that, we wouldn't be the emperor today unless. So today, let's think about those things we have, but step out of ourselves so that'll make it easier to go to the next level. We wouldn't be the emperor today if we didn't help this person, and we always, when we help somebody else, karma, you do the next right thing, you get the next right thing. We wouldn't be the emperor if we didn't help them, or we wouldn't be the emperor today if they didn't help us. So today it's about the gratitude that says, I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't done this or if they had not done this for me. So today it's just about reflecting on gratitude and the positive things so that we can be ready for that transition when it needs to happen, and we transition with gratitude. Transitioning with gratitude, walking through the day with gratitude, and just kind of be accepting of where we are and finding the positive road to where we need to go. So, I woke up this morning from a dream telling me to take care, harmony. Let me pull this out so I can see better. Take care of harmony. So, well, you have totally foretold this reading today. So I hope everybody has that amazing, wonderful day today, reflecting on where we came from and all those joys and passions that we've developed, because it's not like we're leaving them behind. I mean, my hand's proof. Learning new ways to play music, my gosh. I have a lot of gratitude for the people I played music with. I have a lot of gratitude for the people I will play music with. As I move and realize that, what? Life is a transition. We can't stay where we are. So thank you, everybody. Take care. Have that great, amazing day. And I will be back here again tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures